start recording because there's a lot of people that wanted to hear this stuff, but weren't going to be able to join today. So the topic, obviously, November Fast Start Training, and I just mentioned book of the month for November for the team is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker about mastering the inner game of wealth. So you guys were asking about driving lines. Okay, so what is driving lines? Driving lines is basically taking, when you get somebody new in your business, like when we are out recruiting, our goal is not to just sign one person up. Our goal is, like, you need to start looking at an individual person, not just like as the end goal to get that person signed up, but you're looking at them as a door, like as a passageway, is something that can lead you to more people. And so, if you start thinking about what are the kind of people that you're approaching that you're wanting to have join your business, is it, your sister-in-law or brother-in-law that, is broke and needs the money and, is really negative, but they'd be easy to sign up. I mean, that's, you can help out anybody. However, when you really start understanding driving lines and thinking about what's your end goal. I mean, the end goal with this business is to, create a larger organization of people, right? It's not just to have a bunch of people signed up on your first level and that's it. The goal is to have leverage, right? So really the reason why I do Nu Skin is so that I can have a business where I can make money, not just on my own efforts, but on the efforts of tens to hundreds to thousands of people. And so, especially with our velocity compensation plan, for me to go to Blue Diamond, I went 12 executives wide, right? And it used to be 15 wide to go to Team Elite. Now it's just 6 wide. But Nu Skin wants us to focus on building deep, because there are some volume requirements to reach those upper levels of leadership and income that and so what we want to get really good at doing is, we just need to find 6 key people that really want to do this business and then help them develop their own organization. So to find your 6 that are really going to commit long-term, you're going to have to recruit a lot more than 6 and talk to a lot more than 6. And those original 6 that you sign up, I mean, if I were to ask everybody here, have you ever had somebody on your team quit, right? I mean, it's like, well, duh, of course I have. And so the question is, and for me, a lot of the executives on my first level, they're not people that I knew personally. Sometimes it's I signed up a friend and they brought somebody else in, and it's that other person that really stuck with the business and decided to go for it and committed. And it's because I was able to reach down and build a relationship with that person and start to help and kind of coach that person that, that they were able to stick around. And so you want to start thinking about, what does your organization, the people that or the people that you have in your team or that you're signing up, how much do they know about Nu Skin? Brent Bryson, $20 million earner, used to always say that the strength of your team is based off of how much knowledge that they have. And so, but also this business, you are going to learn it more by doing it. It's like riding a bike. But, as far as those initial stages, it's getting, it's you want to be effective in getting somebody started and helping your people on your team get somebody else started. So, the way I look at it is this, when you're getting a new person started, or maybe you're looking at people that are in your team currently, right? That person, they sign up. I think it's very important that people use the products. I mean, yeah, you can post about the whitening toothpaste and make some sales, but the people I see have the most success with social selling are the people that are actually using the products. And so, you should be a product of the product. You should purchase the products. I would recommend a beauty box or, even just 1 or 2 products individually to start with. Anybody can do that. Anybody can spend $10 on a toothpaste or $20 on a sunless tan or $15 on Power Lips. Anybody can do that, right? Just don't go to Starbucks, a couple times. You go a couple times less this month and you're good and you'll have the money to do that. So the next thing is obviously, they're going to be using the products, creating their own content, their selfies of them using the products, their own product testimonial. So we still do that 3 post cycle, right? Whether it's the whitening toothpaste that they're getting started with, they're posting about that first, or it's a different product, that's okay. we try to keep it just whitening toothpaste to keep it like a simple system for everybody to follow. But you want to be doing the 3-post cycle for any product that you post about. The 3-post cycle is the first post is the post about to sell the product. Second post is the last call post. And this is on Facebook. I mean, you can do stuff like this on Instagram too, using Instagram stories. But then the third post, so those first 2 posts are to sell the product. The third post is to say, hey, it's the OMG/recruiting post to say, thank you so much for everybody that reached out to purchase this product. I'm so excited that just by recommending a product that I love, I was able to make enough extra money to do this, right? To, buy diapers or, go out to dinner or, pay my phone bill, whatever it is. And so we want to walk the new person through this system of getting started, using the products, starting to post and make money. But you want to get them in front of a business presence. So when somebody comes into Nu Skin, they may think we're just a toothpaste company. They may think that, we're just like every other company that you see people pitching on social media, right? However, that's not the case, right? They don't know that Nu Skin has been in business for 35 years and it's a multi-billion-dollar company with, 1,500 plus millionaires that have been created and, 75 PhD scientists and this whole, so like hundreds of products and like that this is a real career or a real business. And so we want people within the first couple of days to watch a business presentation. And then, okay, so Landina is purchasing awesome seats and tickets to go to Hamilton. That's awesome. So you should share that, thanks to post a picture of you outside, in New York, wherever you're going to see it. Maybe it's in Chicago, right? Post a picture of you outside with the sign of Hamilton in the back and saying, so grateful for my business for, allowing me to experience things like this. The extra income as a single mom has been amazing, right? So, getting new people to watch the business presentation. So think about all the people on your team. How many of them have actually seen a business presentation? And so I have a recorded one that's like 15 minutes that you can send out. And then also we're doing those every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And also typically every Saturday morning, we kind of dropped the ball this morning, but typically every Saturday morning at 10 a.m., we're going to be doing a live online business presentation. So you've got 2 times a week to invite your new people or people on your team to say, hey, this is part of your getting started process. This is like your orientation to Nu Skin. Just like at school growing up, there was always the new semester, new school year orientation, right? So this is part of your introduction to getting started with Nu Skin. So then, we get people posting, and then we want to do the upgrade call with them. And so the purpose of the upgrade call is to review the compensation. It's first is to find out what their goals are, and it's to review the compensation plan. Okay, good. You guys did do it this morning. Perfect. So review the compensation plan, set goals. And obviously, if their goal is to make 500 or more per month, then you want to talk about executive, right? Why they should be an executive, how that's where the bigger commissions start, the bigger money starts. That's where you can start qualifying for the trips. But really, not everybody is going to get into action on their own. A lot of people, they're insecure about, they don't know what to say. Maybe they don't have they like the idea that, this could be a great business, or man, I'd love to make an extra $500 per month. And it's like, it's more of like a hope or a wish. They don't quite yet have the belief that they can do it. And those first couple people they go out and talk to, the average person in network marketing talks to 4 people about the business. They get some rejection and they quit. That's published by the Direct Selling Association. Those are the averages, right? So it's really tough for, people say, well, nobody makes money doing that. Well, yeah, that's because most people quit and give up after only talking to 4 people. If you were to talk to 4 people in any other kind of selling thing, or even if you were doing real estate, or heck, if you were trying to start your own business and you were only going to share your product or your thing with 4 people, I mean, you're never going to have a real business. So what we want to do is we want to have our new people that we've signed up or that are in our team currently say, hey, you've got these goals. You want to find out what's their why. I should have put that in here. What are the reasons, really emotional and compelling reasons of why they're going to do this? Because as we know, as Brent Bryson $20 million earner always teaches, that the barriers to success are that one is rejection, right? As you go out and talk to people, more people are going to say no than yes, and that's okay. Professional baseball player, if they hit the ball 3 out of 10 times, they're making like millions and millions and millions of dollars every year, right? 7 out of 10 times they strike out, right? But, two or 3 times out of 10, they hit the ball, and because of that, like, they're making millions of dollars. So, it's the same thing here. And so what we want to do, though, is we want to be talking with the best of the best, right? So going back to my comment about, that someone you sign up is a doorway to more people, you want to ask them to create a list of, hey, who are your top 20 people that are, and if you're focused on social media, right, who are your top 20 people that, have lots of, are really influential on social media, or, have lots of followers, or people that, have lots of credibility or influence, right? I mean, the people that, that I see move the fastest in this business are the ones that, first of all, they're all in, right? Like, they've made the decision they're really going to do this. And that's one of the biggest things. But second is people that actually have credibility within their network, people that were like, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And so, people that are well respected, people that have influence, people that have credibility, people that have good engagement already on their social media following. I mean, those are people that, some of those barriers are gone, where, if somebody else, has burned lots of relationships in the past, that may be why they're having a hard time getting somebody to sign up. And so you never know. Obviously, we want to work with everybody, but we want to find out, hey, what's your list of top 20 people that you would like to do this business with that you think could be successful? And I think you got to do some coaching, So after I do the upgrade call, I always tag people in a video on my video, my training on recruiting and inviting, and also a video on how to do referral posts. And then I jump back on and I talk with them and I say, okay, do you have any questions about how to reach out, what to say to people? And then I give them, an example of what I say, some coaching, some tips. And, it wouldn't hurt if we made a little script, not that scripts are like the magic formula, but just a little example of what you could say to somebody. And so not everybody's going to go out and just start recruiting on their own. So you may want to help them, right? If you notice someone in your team, they say like, yeah, I'm going to start recruiting, or, I need to talk to more people, or, yeah, I'm going to do it, but they just haven't done it yet and time has gone by. You may need to reach out and say, hey, let me help you. Let's do this together. And maybe you guys pick up the phone and you invite those people. Maybe let's just say it's Haley, and I say, okay, Haley, add me to a group chat, with these people that reach out. Here's what you can say to reach out, and then very quickly, add me to a group chat so that I can help you be able to answer any question these people have. And then from there, it's kind of repeating that process. So, let's just say you get someone new started, they do their first couple of posts, they sell some product, they do their recruiting post, their third post. So now what you want to do as a leader is you want to reach out and say, hey, who do you have that's signing up? Okay, you reached in, right? So you're now working not just with that person on your first level, you're working with that person on your second level. You're saying, all right, buddy, let's get you signed up, get you trying some products, do your 3-post cycle. Perfect. You made money. You made some money with your first 2 posts. Now let's do your OMG/recruiting post. Okay, perfect. You had 2 people that are also interested. Okay, now let's talk to them, right? Let's get them doing their 3-post cycle. Okay, they do their recruiting post. Okay, perfect. They had 3 people that express interest. Okay, let's work together. So now you're on your 3rd, 4th, 5th level of people that you're going through. And you want to make sure that within the first 24 to 48 hours, that you get these people in front of a business presentation, whether recorded or one that's live online, and then kind of walk through the rest of this process, right? Get them doing their 3-post cycle, do the upgrade call, get them in front of a business presentation. And you're kind of working through people, right? You never know how long somebody is going to stay in your business. And so somebody may stay for a couple days, they may stay for a month or 2, they may stay for 6 months. And so what you want to do is, as quickly as you can, you want to work through that person to find out who are the other great people that they know. Who do they know that has previous experience in network marketing? Who do they know that's really ambitious and driven, and has that drive to be successful? And so those are some of my thoughts on driving lions, and also obviously like repeating the process. And so, from there, just kind of going on level after level after level. And what ends up happening is you end up finding, as Nathan Ricks always says, you end up finding the best people, like on your third, fourth, fifth, sixth level. And the question is, well, why? It's because, you're sifting through, level 1, like their best 20 contacts, level 2's best 20 contacts, level 3's best 20 contacts over and over and over. And so, the more people that you kind of sift through, the more likely you are to find leaders, that people that really catch the vision and decide, hey, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to really commit. So before going on to, talking about how to actually present the business, and as of right now, anyway, so do you guys have any questions? I'm recording this, but I want to see if there's any questions while we're live right now before I move on. I think I'm recording this. I really hope so. Yes, I am. Okay. Any questions right now? I know, Haley, you really wanted me to talk about this, and we can open it up for questions afterwards too. So, okay. So no one's piped up quite yet. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a different presentation here and start talking now a little bit about how to present the business, okay? The business and the compensation plan. So has this been helpful for you guys so far? Maybe just write in the chat, in the comments, any questions you guys have or anything else, if this has been helpful, or if you have any questions, I can address those. So, okay, so next is talking about the business, okay? So with the business here, we always want to talk about what are the 5 key points of why Nu Skin. And so, you guys over time, like you've seen us do this presentation, we talk about the trends, we talk about the products and science, we talk about the company, like the income potential and the timing. And so, so what I would do right now is, if you're watching this live, I would grab a pen and paper, and what we're going to do is write down a couple bullet points for you to share about each of these 5 key points. And so, first of all is the trends. The trends is what's happening in the economy that, where is the money already flowing? What are the trends? What are people looking for and wanting that we have, that we're positioned in front of? And so some of those trends is, it's basically sharing with people that, hey, we found a way, for people to make money, to leverage social media and technology to build a business from home on a very flexible basis, by promoting products that have an enormous demand in the market, right? So everybody's connected on social media, so that's in our favor. Everybody wants, 40% of people in the US already have a side hustle, right? So everybody's already looking for supplemental income. That's a trend. And then we have products, health, anti-aging, beauty, health and nutrition, and everybody's wanting those products as well. Like the anti-aging and kind of health and wellness industry will reach $1 trillion in the US, or maybe it's in the world, but $1 trillion by 2025. And so those are all the trends, right? So kind of write down some of those. What are some of those trends that speak to you, right? That you could share with somebody, like, hey, here's what's going on in the world that kind of like prepares the way for us to come in with Nu Skin. Okay. So the next, this is kind of backwards. So usually it's, from here we usually go into point number 2. The second of the 5 key points is products and science. And so you can talk about how Nu Skin, some of the bullet points for this with Nu Skin is that Nu Skin has, we have this research and development team that has no comparison, right? Nobody can compete. We have products that are patented, exclusive, highly unique, consumable products that people are going to purchase month after month as they continue to use them. And we also have technology called ageLOC, which is basically gene expression science, which basically Nu Skin is the only company that has this product that can basically reverse at a genetic level the aging process, so that you can stay, for a lot of us that are younger, we can stay looking really young and looking really good for a really long time. And for people that are older, they can kind of trim back the clock a little bit. Okay. And so some of those products, you can talk about how we have, these different entry points, right? So products and science is, beauty devices and products, and it's nutrition with measurement, right? Nobody else has that. It's a social selling system where we have products that, as we post before and afters on social media, that it creates that emotional impact. And it makes people, creates that impulse buy it. People say, I want that, I need that. Okay. And so next is the third key point is the company, right? And so making sure you have a couple bullet points that you can share about Nu Skin, right? About why Nu Skin. So first it was trends, right? So I have a couple bullet points. What are the trends going on that make this, that kind of prepare the way for us to come in and have this great opportunity. Number two, products and science. What makes Nu Skin unique, right? Science, innovation. We've invested over $1.5 billion into all the research and development for these products. Third is the company, right? I think there's about 100,000 direct selling companies. I think only about 60,000 of those are actually registered with the Direct Sales Association. And then out of those, only around 15 or so are actually doing over $1 billion in annual sales. And out of those, only about, I think, 7 or 8 are actually publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's a filtering process to show that Nu Skin is transparent. They are, they've jumped through all these hoops of transparency, of, proven track record, and talking about, what I love is that Nu Skin's a company that has been in business for a long enough time that they're going to be around longer, like long term, but they continue to grow and innovate to, make this opportunity better and better. So that way, you're not going to build a business and then have it disappear on you. Okay. So a couple bullet points about why Nu Skin, what makes Nu Skin different. And then from here, and also you can talk about, giving back with Nourish the Children. And then next is from, and this may cut out on us, so I'm going to send out a new link. But the fourth key point is compensation, and the fifth key point is timing, right? So compensation is basically, why Nu Skin? Well, Nu Skin has created more millionaires than any other network marketing company out there, right? Nu Skin gives us this ability to create a residual income where we can be able to multiply our time, our efforts, and our income by the more people that we help, right? And so, if somebody's trading their time for money in a job, then they're in that linear equation where there's always a limit on how much they can accomplish and how much money they can make. Versus with Nu Skin, there's this concept of leverage, being able to multiply your efforts with the more people that you help, with the more people that you connect to the products and the business. And so, I think anybody would say, well, yeah, that's a smarter way to work. That's a smarter way to make money. People tend to be skeptical, right? Because we're taught to look for jobs, not for